playing stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Baylor Bears offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Fires to the big fella. Taking it the other way. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw again. Finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Rousseau. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Running back searching for a hole. Deep in the red zone.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air, it's Casey. He's taking the shot. Brings it in down the left side. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking for room. It's Coffee. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Bears line it up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. That's a fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Casey. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Baylor! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You'd love to see a team respond to
offense is coming back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0.
slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And he's got it! Touchdown Bears!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the run, it's Rousseau. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
To the air, it's Casey. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Jackrabbit!
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Casey. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that
On
one.
3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance. But you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Rousseau. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and first and goal, I think a lot of people get very conservative. Let's run the football. You know, let's be very predictable. You can't be predictable, right, Palmer? You got to be aggressive, but what happened?
Well, I like the idea of calling a pass play down there, but hey, for quarterbacks, it's touchdowns, checkdowns, or throwaways. You are not taking a sack under any circumstance right there. That quarterback's got to do a better job having the clock go off in his head. Keep his offense in good position to score.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Casey. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He's got it down the left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Red pass, it's complete.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Good timing on the quick out. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And that is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
To throw, it's Casey. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bears line up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. That's reeled in. It's Rousseau. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Unloads quickly. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's gonna reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stokes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Quickly complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Touchdown, Baylor! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Takes it the other way.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Touchdown Bears! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Yeah, salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Perkins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains drove, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Miller! Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.